Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking this video. Today what I'm going to be doing is answering the questions that you guys asked me. So if you are on my Instagram, which you should be, I put up an Ask Me Anything post on my stories. So I have your questions here on my phone and I'm gonna answer them to the best of my ability. I probably should have grouped them into like similar questions and all of that, but I haven't, so we're just gonna start. So the first question says, was all your education in Kenya? No. To answer the question, no, it wasn't. A majority of my schooling is in Kenya, but there was a time we used to live in Botswana, so I went to school there in a school called Broadhurst, and then came back here, did a large chunk of my school here in Nairobi in Braeburn, and then I went to university in Sydney, Australia. Another big area that a lot of these questions seem to focus on are studies and where I work. So this one says, where do you work and is it related to what you studied in university? Yes, I work at the BBC Africa. I'm a journalist. I used to work at Nation Media Group, so Nairobi News, NTV, Daily Nation, the whole works, and I studied journalism. I studied media communication and journalism in Sydney in Australia at the University of New South Wales. So yes, what I studied and what I do are very much related. You've met a lot of Insta personalities. Who was the coolest? Spill the tea on one. Who have I met that I was like, whoa? A lot of the people that I know here in Nairobi, a lot of the influences in Nairobi, I kind of know maybe through 1 or 2 degrees of separation. But someone who I've purely met purely off social media would be Dima from Nigeria, Dima Ume. So we had no like form of contact by someone else. It was purely social media, her YouTube, which is fantastic, and then her Instagram. And then there was a time I was in the UK for work and she also happened to be there and we ended up meeting. And then last year she came to Nairobi and she came. So I think now it's for me to go to Lagos. That's my time. So I would say Dima would be, yeah, one of the coolest Insta personalities that I've met. Some of these questions, man, you guys, I don't know. Okay, so you know who asked this question, you know yourself. It literally says, what's your opinion on me? So this is someone that I know quite well. So you know you asked this question, so I'm going to answer it. You know yourself. I think you're a great person. I think you are so funny. You make work so easy. And what I really enjoy is that we've moved through the media world together. So when I was at Nation and all that stuff, I would say that I really value your friendship and I really value that we are in the same team and that we kick ass. Yeah. This one isn't a question, but it's a statement. It says, you are goals, been following you for 4 years now. Wow. And you're such an inspiration. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What is your favorite food? My favorite food, it depends, you know, like I like a lot of things. So if it comes to like traditional food, local Kenyan food, for me mukimo and chicken is my favorite. I'm also currently loving Ethiopian food. Ethiopian food is so good, but if I had to just pick something random, it would be the pork ribs from Rocco Mama's. I think I've spoken about this like endless times. So yeah, those 3 items, that would be my favorites. What is your favorite or best vlog that you've done so far? I don't know if I have one favorite. For me, it's more like the vlogs where I get to go places and do some like, you know, activity or like some tasting or anything. I do enjoy these sit down one-on-one videos because that's where I feel like we get to understand each other a bit better. But when it comes to me and like editing, I really enjoy like finding little like crafty ways to edit something and, you know, make it just a bit more interesting to watch because that's the type of content I like watching as well. It would be anything that like, you know, we're going and we're doing an activity and we're doing something and I can, you know, play with music and play with sound and all of that good stuff. So there's a couple of them. I might link here so you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, so any vlog or any video that allows me to play with the editing and play with the creativity, that's my favorite. Okay. The next question says, what is the best prank you've ever pulled on a sibling? So if you don't know, I'm a middle child. I have an older sister and I have a younger brother. We're 3, and do we pull pranks on each other? Let me call my sister. That's what I'm gonna do. I was asked a question.
Yes.
And it says, what is the best prank that you've ever pulled on a sibling?
Oh God.
Do we pull pranks, bro?
Yes, we do a lot of scaring.
Who?
So like we're standing around the corner waiting for somebody to come.
That's like
a bit of prank. I'm sure, dude, in Botswana,
These are
poems,
my confessions.
hiding people's things.
But that's not a prank, is it?
I think it's a post-traumatic stress.
PTSD.
The PTSD, yeah.
I'm sure it's not. Actually, imagine I can't think of like any prank. Like, so from what you're saying, we were well behaved, well mannered.
We were
just siblings that love each other.
Better than most because we know we get an ass whooped. Don't think about it.
No, we didn't do any pranks. You heard it here first. No pranks.
Yeah, no pranks.
The next couple of questions are to do with work. And you guys really in this work business, huh? Okay. So someone's asking me how I got my job at BBC and if we're hiring. What I will say about like BBC is that if you want to apply, there's a careers link. Like basically everyone has to go through that link, and all your like your CV, your points, everything that you need to like type up needs to be there. So I'll put the link in the description box so you can check out what vacancies are there. The good thing is that they have everything, so all the different vacancies around the world, not just in East Africa, not just in Africa, so even in States, in the UK, everywhere. They're all there, so you just go on there, see what might be of interest to you, and fill out the relevant like forms, upload your CV, and take it from there. And then the next question related to that says, are the guys who work at the BBC Nairobi as fun as they seem on IG? Lol. I think this question is in relation to some of the Instagram videos that some of my colleagues have been putting up. So Sharon, Priscilla, Georgie, McKenna, Ian, shout out to you guys. Yes, they are. I can't even stop smiling. Yes, they are. They are world-class jokers. They're world-class journalists, but they're world-class jokers as well. And I think that's what makes going to the office so much fun, because, you know, they're really good at what they do. The next question says, why are you so peng? Girl, I don't know. Ask God. Ask God, you know? Thank you. The next question is, when is the last time you said I love you? Y'all in your feelings during this quarantine? What's going on? Probably towards the beginning of this year. Yeah. Are you still friends with your primary, high school, and your uni classmates? I'm actually really fortunate that I'm still very close with my primary school friends, and we've managed to still remain, you know, as close as we were, and even closer, I would say. Recently, a few of us also just went to Thailand sometime last year. The thing that I really enjoy about these girls also, like, shout out, you guys know yourself, power moves only. They are scattered, like they're scattered across this globe, completely scattered across this globe. Like every corner you could possibly imagine, there's someone there, right? So we've managed to still like keep in touch and keep in each other's lives, and of course things like WhatsApp and, you know, video calls and all that stuff helps. So my primary school homies are still my homies, and you know, those are the same girls that I was with in high school, so that's just carried on. When it comes to uni, I would say like in university, I knew a lot of people, but my core group of friends were very like, it was like a handful of them, right? So to this point, there are still a few that we do keep in touch. We like talk every so often. I wouldn't say it's as close as my primary and high school friends, but we definitely like still have that bond that we had when I was in university. So yeah, how old are you? I am currently 26 years old. What is your take on friendships and career? Now, I don't know what you mean by like friendships in work, or like, you know, I don't know. I'm gonna answer this question how I think you might have asked it. When it comes to like having a job and like friends and all that stuff, I know a lot of people who say, you know, when you're in the workplace, there's no time for friendships and blah, 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 blah. And honestly, if I'm being quite honest, there is a level of truth to that, because you are employed to do a certain task, you're employed to get certain things done, to, you know, deliver whatever it might be. But if you happen to find friendships also in your place of work, that's awesome, you know? You spend a lot of your hours there, and if you aren't really like, you know, chill with the people that you're around, you're gonna have a hard time. Yeah, when it comes to friendships and career, I would say, you know, just try and make a couple of friends. You don't have to be friends with the entire office, but try and make a couple of friends. Another comment, it says, hi Noni Mushiri. Thanks for typing my name out. Hi Noni Mushiri, your page is lit. Thanks. This next question I got a couple of times, but you know, one of them particularly was very interesting to me, and it says, are you married or are you separated? If there's a man's out there claiming that we were married and now we're separated, please tell me, because I'm not aware. I'm not aware. Are you married? When are you getting married? Lol, I know you saw this question coming. So this is someone that I know quite well who's been stressing me about this. To answer that question, no, I am not married. I am not separated, because that would mean that I was married and then got separated, right? I don't know. No. Nope. 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 skincare routine, please. So in my favorites video that I put up a few days ago, I touched on some new products that I got because, as I said in that video, I did not have a skincare routine prior to this year. I was just kind of making sure I removed my makeup before I go to bed. That was literally the one thing that I would make sure that I do, is if I'm wearing any form of makeup, however much or little it was, before I go to bed, just removing it, right? And now I have a bit more of a routine. I think I talked about the various products that I have. It went from literally removing the makeup with Garnier, micellar water, and then washing my face and then going to bed. Now I have a couple more products. I have a proper like cleanser, low pH cleanser. I have some serums. I have a toner that I use, and I've only been using it, what I'd say maybe 3 months now, and I do notice a big difference in the way my skin feels and the way it looks. So yeah, if you want to check out that video, somewhere in the middle there I do talk about the exact products that I use for my skin. I have a feeling you've traveled to at least 6 continents. It says, well, have you? Name the countries you've been to and the next country on your bucket list. Okay, 6 continents? No. No. Just, yeah, I haven't. I've been to 1, 2, 3, 4. How many continents are there? I've been to 4. Yeah. In Africa, I've been to South Africa, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Tanzania, Uganda, Kenya, Zanzibar, if that counts, that's Tanzania. Uni, I was in Australia and Sydney. A couple places in Europe. Thailand, I've been to Thailand twice. Once with my family, once with the girls. One of like my goals, one of my aims just in life general, is to visit every single African country. On my bucket list, heavily at the top is Morocco. I'd also really like to go to Senegal. I'd really like to go to Senegal. And yeah, just West Africa in general. I haven't been to the West yet, so that's what is heavy on my bucket list. Instead of one country, can I pick a whole area, the whole region, West Africa? But obviously now with all this COVID stuff that's happening, there's a slight pause on those plans. But yes, if I had to pick a country that's on my bucket list, it would be the general West African side: Senegal, Nigeria, Morocco, Ivory Coast, Ghana. Oh yeah, just that whole side. Do you sing? So I always say I don't sing, like I'm not a professional singer, but I karaoke. I love it. I love it. I love it. So if that counts as singing, then yes, I sing. And the final question, which is one that I really love, is what is your biggest fear, rational or irrational? I think a lot of people, you know, the answer would be like death, or like, you know, feeling pain as you're dying, and yeah, that's a fear. But for me, and it probably is irrational, it falls under the irrational category, but my biggest fear is my teeth falling out. That is one of the things I am honestly so afraid of, and I even have like nightmares about it sometimes, that like, you know, I wake up and I'm like, what is going on? Like, are they still here? I don't even know what it means. I don't know what it means when your teeth fall out. If you know what that means, let me know. But I stay having this dream that I'll be hanging out not many years forward when I'm like a bit older or whatever it might be, but like right now, currently, as we're here, like I could be here talking to you guys and then just my tooth falls out. The ghetto, the actual ghetto. So yes, that's about it. Thank you guys for sending me your questions. I really appreciate all your comments, and I see all of them, including the one about the puzzle. So what I've decided with the puzzle is I'm gonna announce who the winner is on Instagram, on my Instagram, which is @noni_mushiri. So if you head over there, there will be a post coming up soon with the details of who won, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.